There are three incomes which HMRC is actively looking when they are looking at your records for investigation. So if they are picking something for inquiry and investigation, and they are actively looking for these type of incomes when they are looking at your records. So first of the income is online selling. So you think, yeah, you are selling just one goods or two just as a hobby, but make sure if you are buying products online and selling it on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, Shopify, it's considered a trade, and there is a fine barrier between if it's a one-off selling or if you are buying products to buy and resale. Be mindful that these platforms now share data with HMRC. So what the sales you have made from that platform, Amazon, other platforms as well are sharing that data behind it. What sales you have made through that platform, they are sharing behind your name, your address, your bank details as well behind it. So if you think that it's a one-off sale or some sales you have made which can remain undetected, just be mindful of that. The data is being shared and the banks are sharing the information as well, and HMRC have credible information against these accounts and all the records. So the next thing in this category is miscellaneous income. So if you are making any income which you think isn't, or sometimes you do not realize it was an income, what it could be: if you are doing some extra hours to do an admin role for another business, if you are walking a dog for someone, if you are doing a swap service, like you are doing some website upgrade for them and the other person is paying you via giving you a laptop, if you are doing any barter trade where you are giving some service and in return you are getting some payment behind it. So payments from overseas incomes fall in that as well. So if you are doing some work for someone overseas, you are getting the payments in. So one thing you should be careful when you are getting something in your bank account, that's the HMRC have a powers where they can ask financial institutions to share the information on behalf of you. So when you have something coming in your bank account and you are not declaring it as an income, just think again, because HMRC have unlimited powers to look into your bank account to get all the information from your bank on your behalf. So that's another thing where there could be a lot of sort of income which you do not realize. Either they are one-off incomes or you don't think as it's as an income, but HMRC thinks it differently. So the third final point is in this is foreign income. So if you have an income with your investments in another country, either you have put another jurisdiction, any other country, you have put interest income on your bank account, it's other investments in the foreign country. But be mindful, now HMRC have agreements in place with all of those governments overseas. More than 80 or 100 governments have agreement with HMRC where they share data, cross-border data about your information. If you are have investments in cash or bonds in another country bank, they might be sharing information with HMRC for your records. Or in some cases, when you make a sale and bring back proceeds, you get flagged like this income was not declared, but now how this income is being presented here. Other thing is there could be some investments, foreign investments, investments in shares, investment in crypto, which you think will remain unnoticed by HMRC, but due to the government agreements, they can see what investments you have in place in those countries. So the takeaway is here: if you have any incomes where you think there could be some issues with it, or you do not think, or you have some issues with that, so just get in touch with the qualified chartered accountants who can help you sort this out. In the given age, they have access to your information. They can see your activities, your Instagram profile, your social media profile, and then again assess how your information is being pulled overall online and what your return is reflecting. So these are the three areas, and one of the popular is the online sales, where some people are making online sales and not declaring it. A lot of information HMRC is getting in the banks which you are receiving as an income, but if it's unexplained, then if in the inquiry, it's hard to justify those, how someone is paying you some amount without any consideration or without receiving any form of goods or services from your side. So keep in view all of these, and hope if you have any investigation in the past, I would like to know how was your experience been and how that has been dealt with, and how much stressful or how you dealt with it and how the results had been for you.